The heat and humidity continues for several more days. The sun is shining now in Toronto. Early on, well, many residents woke up to thunder, lightning, and some brief heavy rain, and that has cleared away, but it has added to the humidity. It feels like 35 at Pearson Airport, 32 Peterborough and Kingston, 38 the feel already in Ottawa. The temperature 30, the feel 40 in London, Windsor and Sarnia. So really southwestern Ontario in particular dealing with it the most, but that is now spreading across much of southern eastern Ontario and into the province of Quebec, where heat warnings remain in place, and this will not change until maybe Friday as some briefly cooler air moves in, but it's still muggy. It'll feel like the mid-30s by that day, feeling like 40 to 45 over the next couple. As far as cloud cover goes, there isn't much of it around the GTA right now. There are some low clouds across southwestern Ontario, not helping the situation too much. It's already so hot and humid. And then here's some clouds through eastern Ontario, Prince Edward County. These were the remnants of those thunderstorms from earlier today. And there are still some lightning strikes, but within the last hour or so, this area is weakening rather quickly. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect across central Quebec. The temperature this afternoon peaking at 34, just below a record in Toronto. We'll keep an eye on that number closely along with that humidex. And this continues, as I mentioned, as the heat dome is here through the end of the week. Back to you.
Toronto Mayor
Welcome back. It is back to sunshine after the morning rain and thunderstorms around much of the GTA, and now we're off to the races. 33, possibly as high as 34 degrees as that wind switches around. Slightly west component is what you want if you're going for a record. I don't think we're going to get there, at least the daily record in Toronto. Some other locations will come awfully close. And then overnight tonight down to 23 under mostly cloudy skies, and it's that combination hot and humid during the day and then not much relief at night that makes it difficult for those without air conditioning and any type of respiratory issues, or if you're a more senior, just avoid the maximum heating in the afternoon. It's 27 now, but that's quickly changing as it heats up. 9 only in Saskatoon, 7 in Calgary. I just checked this out. Labrador City, way up here in Labrador, is warmer so far this June as a city like Calgary. That does not happen very often. It's been cool out west and warm for the entire eastern half of the country. That heat, because of the heat dome, is building, and it really peaks, I think, tomorrow into Thursday. So this warning isn't going anywhere. And as far as the air quality, we are now under an air quality advisory. So there is some low-level haze and pollution that is just trapped underneath the dome. So that's going to also be around. We may get some relief if we get another round of showers and thunderstorms, which is a possibility, although most of that today is north of Toronto into the Kawarthas, Georgian Bay, and then tomorrow maybe around the downtown core from South Durham through into the Halton Hills. These are tough to predict in advance, but there is that potential like we saw this morning. Same thing on Thursday. Your forecast over the next few days: it is hot, feeling like 41 on Wednesday, 39 on Thursday, 35 on Friday, even with the thunderstorms, and then a warm and still muggy weekend ahead before some relief on Monday. That is for southern Ontario. Once you get into the province of Quebec, same type thing, although Saturday looks a bit cooler with a high of 23. We'll be tracking thunderstorms as we approach the weekend. Candace?
Alrighty, thanks so much, Anthony.
How long this heat warning is likely to stay in place? Bill Hall joining us now with a first look at the local forecast. How you doing, Bill?
A little warm out here, but it's not too bad. We're close enough to the lake. We're getting a light breeze, and it's kind of giving us a bit of a break. Inland, it's a lot worse, as that heat and humidity is an issue. That heat dome pressurizing all the air that we have right now, very stagnant, as if the heat warnings weren't enough. Because of that stagnancy, we are seeing now air quality advisories across the region, throughout Belleville, Napanee, Picton, the Quinte, Northumberland region, all looking at this, and it's likely to seep this way as these continue, this this trend continues throughout the week. The relief, in some small way, near the end of the work week, we may see the humidity and temperatures drop a point or two, but it's probably not until the weekend that we see a significant drop and into next week. For now, though, pop-up showers and thunderstorms are possible. We're dropping to 20 degrees tonight. That's going to feel like a 30 tomorrow, as high as 29, feeling like a 37 as we look at cloud and some sunny periods. The chance of pop-up showers and thunderstorms around every corner at any time as we continue to see this unstable air mass over top of our region. I'll have full forecast details for you in just a moment.
First Weather is brought to you by Aubin Windows and Doors. For premium products, award-winning service, and professional installations, visit aubin.com.
Brought to you by your locally owned Midas in Belleville, Brockville, and Kingston. With the industry's best warranties and over 1,000 five-star reviews, come and experience the Midas difference.
Was a hot and sticky day, and there's more yet to come as we see this heat dome compressing all that hot air, making it even hotter, all that moisture mixing in with it out of the Gulf of Mexico, and as if those heat warnings were bad enough, now we've got an air quality advisory for Quinte, Northumberland, that's Belleville, Quinte West, Napanee, Picton, and it all seems to be creeping this way. As this trend continues, we'll probably see air quality diminish in this area to the immediate area in Kingston area and even farther east, Gananoque and beyond, if this keeps up. Now, we are hoping for some relief, partly cloudy, hot conditions for now, relief by the weekend. Some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Now, there is a depression moving through late Wednesday into Thursday, which could bring the chance of showers and thunderstorms to some of us. But that aside, organized systems, depressions, troughs aside, when the air mass is this unstable, when you're that hot and humid on the surface, especially when you get all that heating up during the day, all it takes is that cool air of night to settle in and compress all that warmth and moisture on the surface. And you can get those pop-up showers and thunderstorms at any time, but more prevalent in the evening and overnight. There is a chance of that tonight and just about every evening until this is over. 25 degrees in Kingston, and it felt more like a 33, 34, 29 in Brockville, 31 in Smiths Falls, 32 in Ottawa. We had a 29 in Belleville, 32 in Peterborough, 30 in Oshawa, and a 32 in Toronto. Everybody about 8 or 9 points higher as far as Humidex values. That 25 of 33 now. The southerly winds have slowed down a little bit too, and we're looking at mostly cloudy conditions. Some sunshine. The cloud that's out there isn't very thick. That humidity at about 78% relative humidity now. So just a trace of showers overnight. Again, we may see that again tonight. We may get those pop-up showers and thunderstorms racing through the region. They're getting some pretty nasty, severe weather west of Lake Superior up through northwestern Ontario. Some tornado watches, kind of what we had just a little while ago. No gain on the daylight length, which means we're drawing closer to that solstice. There are the high-pressure systems right now that are sort of creating this nice little dome. Another one here helping to sort of pin it down, compressing all that warmth and moisture, causing the temperature to rise even further. It's going to stay that way for a few days because those highs are strong enough to keep all this active weather out of the way. We may see a low slip in for Thursday, but it's a small depression and it's tracking south of us to the east, and so we don't get a direct hit. The hot conditions will continue. This small depression on Thursday, at best, might bring temperatures and humidity down a couple points. But really, you don't see any great relief until we get into the low pressure that's coming in from the southwest. And here's a really good example, too, of how something that looks like you're going to get something moves into the region and it just sort of fizzles out. And why? Because of cooler temperatures along the lake shore. Gone. And then another one tries to move in. Again, on Wednesday, we see that probability of precipitation pushing through, and it disappears as well. So by the time it gets here, it's kind of fizzled out. The cooler temperatures of Lake Ontario sort of punch a hole in any organization that the system may have. And so that's why we're saying 30 to 40% probability Thursday as this depression moves through, because it may lose steam. Nice rosy color. Everybody's in the heat right now. And air quality has been added on to this list of advisories as well. Belleville, high of 31 for the next couple of days. You've got mostly cloudy conditions tomorrow. That 31 feeling like a 39. Thursday, you'll hit the 31 and you'll probably feel like a 38. That chance of showers and thunderstorms is there at 40% probability. That probability may increase by the evening. Friday, a high 28, mix of sun and cloud. And yeah, that humidex at a 37. Brockville, high 32 tomorrow, mostly cloudy. We've got a humidex of 40, a high of 30 on Thursday with a humidex of about 37, 38, and you've got a good chance of showers and thunderstorms. Friday, a high 28, mix of sun and cloud. 28 is going to feel like a 37. So you can see those temperatures and humidex come down a couple points by Friday, thanks to the probability on Thursday, but it really doesn't drop much. Smiths Falls in the same boat. 32 tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud, feeling a whole lot warmer. Near 30 Thursday and feeling about 7 or 8 degrees warmer than that. We've got the chance of showers and thunderstorms for you as well. Notice away from Lake Ontario, Brockville, Smiths Falls, you're looking at a higher probability. Again, I mentioned Lake Ontario can really punch a hole into the active weather coming our way from Belleville to Kingston. Friday, a high 27, feeling like a 36, and a mix of sun and cloud. Kingston, your forecast, near 30 tomorrow, and we've got mostly cloudy conditions. That 29 feeling like a 37. For Thursday, it's up to 27 degrees, and it's probably going to feel more like a 35, 36. We've got that chance of showers and thunderstorms at about 40% probability. That could increase to 60% by the evening. Friday, mix of sun and cloud, a high 27. And then for Saturday, only up to 24. Cloud cover again. A really good jolt of showers and thunderstorms racing through Sunday might bring even more relief. As we only rise to 23 on Monday, that probability of showers reducing, but still there. And Tuesday, a mix of sun and cloud, and only a high of 24. Hope to see some relief from all that humidity. Now your weather wallpaper. Beverly Lebrecq of Kingston caught this beautiful shot of an osprey. Look at it. And once it noticed Beverly was taking pictures, it started to give her the evil eye.
Oh, yes.
Like, what are you doing? Why are you here? They can be very I've been walking down the street, you know, in my neighborhood, and a smaller bird would fly out and attack you because you got a little too close to the nest. You imagine what an osprey could do to you.
No, I don't want to think
I don't
about
even want to think of it.
They're big birds.
Beverly, you're braver than I would have backed away slowly at this point. Thank you so much for your pictures. If you've got, too bad he didn't have his wings out, though.
Yeah.
If you've got pictures, send them to us at submissions@ckwstv.com.
Yes, they are big birds, and that one looks like it's in attack position right there. So, Bill, yeah, we're going to have to endure. We're not really setting any records, though, are we, in terms of
No,
high
because the big news is the humidex, the compression of all that hot air and the rise in humidity.
Okay.
So we're close. I mean, we're a couple degrees. You know, we're getting there, but not enough to break records. No.
But it does return to seasonal values by the looks of it early next week. And beyond that, we'll find out in the 10-day outlook later. Thank you, Bill. Mike. We are getting closer to the first long weekend of summer. It's just around the corner in Bill's 10-day outlook.
Yes, and we have to get through some soupy air mass before we can really get some relief here, too. 29 for a high tomorrow, mostly cloudy, and yes, we are looking at very high humidex values for the next few days. Hope to see it slip a little bit as we roll into summer on Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms may bring temperatures and humidity down a bit. Still up there, though. It doesn't really drop until we roll into the weekend. More showers and thunderstorms come our way, and we get some relief. Only as high as 24 Saturday, bumping to a 25 Sunday, 23 on Monday, and I think at that point we're really going to see things return to normal. Seasonal highs back on the climb, though, by next week. Up Wednesday, back up to a 26, and I think 23 is the seasonal norm. Back down to a 23 by Friday, as we see the chance of showers moving at 40% probability Thursday of next week.
Okay, so cooler temps just as we get the edge of the long weekend there, Bill. And I guess the one upside to this type of weather is you get some fantastic sunsets, don't you?
Yes, that hazy, that particulate hanging low in the sky really puts a nice hue on that sun. It's amazing.
We'll be right back.
Your long-range
Brought to you by your locally owned Midas of Eastern Ontario, with lifetime guarantees on brakes, suspension, exhaust, and now on tires. Come and experience the Midas difference.
Heat warnings continue, and now air quality advisories have been issued as ground level ozone continues to rise thanks to these hot conditions. More details on that a little later. 25 in Kingston for a high today. You want to bet it felt about 8 or 9 degrees warmer than that. 29 in Brockville, 31 in Smiths Falls. We had a 32 in Ottawa, 28 in Belleville, 32 in Peterborough, 30 in Oshawa, and a 32 in Toronto. And everybody had that point spread to humidex values. Tonight, down to a 20, feeling like a 30. And yes, that pop-up shower and thunderstorm is still a possibility as we see so much instability on the surface. Tomorrow, a high of 29, feeling like a 37. Cloudy with sunny periods, and that heat warning continues at a very high UV index. We'll have your full forecast in just a moment.
You're watching CKWS News at 11.
Heat warnings right across southern and eastern Ontario, even to the north and up through southern Quebec as well. Air quality advisories are an issue as well throughout the Quinte, Northumberland, Belleville area, Napanee, all looking at poor air quality, and that's probably going to come our way too, seeping into the Kingston region and even further east as these hot conditions continue. Lots of instability on the surface too, and pop-up showers and thunderstorms are possible, even though we're not seeing any low pressure. Here are the highs that are creating this dome over top of us, and this is what's bringing that compressed air, causing the temperature to rise even further into the low to mid 30s, feeling like high 30s to low 40s in some places. This will come to a breaking point as we roll into the latter part of the week, but for now, still hot and sticky conditions and poor air quality as well. Let's have a look at those forecasts now. Belleville, a high of 31 tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud. That 31 is going to feel like a 39. Thursday, up to 31. And yeah, a 40% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. It might bring temperatures and humidity down a couple points, but still on the warm and sticky side. Friday with a high of 28 and a mix of sun and cloud. That 28 feeling like a 37. Brockville up to 32 tomorrow. High humidex right across the board here. We've got that chance of showers and thunderstorms on Thursday as well. As high as 28 Friday with a mix of sun and cloud and a humidex of 37. Smiths Falls up to 32 degrees tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud. Up to 29 Thursday. And yeah, that chance of showers and thunderstorms comes your way as well for Friday. A high of 27 and a mix of sun and cloud. High humidex values for the next few days. Kingston, your forecast rising to 29 tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud. Those humidex values in the high 30s. Thursday, a high 27. Mostly cloudy. There's a chance of a shower and a thunderstorm, of course, but still high humidex values. Friday, a mix of sun and cloud, a high 27. Cloudy skies Saturday with a high 24. We start to see some change in temperature as more showers and thunderstorms wrap up the weekend. Temperatures dropping, only high of 23 Mondays. The chance of showers continues. A mix of sun and cloud Tuesday, a little more comfortable, a high of 24.